And I think it's important, we talked about evaluation this whole time. I think it's important to know and get feedback from one another. So accountability being the last thing, I want you to pick 2 people on this team that you find most accountable. You can hide your deal, whatever. 2 people, you can't pick yourself, all right? If you could pick 2 people that you could count on to watch your dog, to go to battle with, I mean, this guy's going to be everything for you. It doesn't matter what challenge it's going to be. It doesn't matter what competition it'll be. You know that you can count on him. And he gives you your best chance. I know that's very general. I know it's vague. But I want to know who you can depend on most. You write down those 2 people. And I'll come around and get your sheet from you. You can just fold it up. I'll get it from you. Can't vote on yourself. And you don't have to write your name on it. I'm just going to have everybody's.
You already gave mine?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you have it? Everybody got theirs in? So I just want to, like I said, there's no better evaluation than your peers' evaluation, because it's the truth. Sometimes it's hard to come up with it ourselves, but when it's the guy standing next to you that you can count on, you know it's real. 1 and 2, I got Danny Corey. Stu Goodwin. Stu Goodwin. Stu Danny. Becker Stu. Goodwin Sean. Stu Danny. Stu Goodwin. Stu Danny. Last one. Goodwin Becker. So you take it for what it's worth. You take it for what it's worth. But to me, if my name's not called, I got some things I need to figure out. And I've got some work to do. If my name was called, I have a very, very big responsibility to lead this team. Because if your name was called, people already got their eyes on you. And you decide that what standard this team's going to be. From a practice standpoint, all these values we discussed, you're setting the standard. And I'm not talking about if your name was just maybe called once or twice. If your name was called damn near almost every time, all eyes are on you. You're behind the wheel. You're driving this bus. All right? And like I said, if your name wasn't called, the way I take it, I just take it personal. I've got work to do. And it's nothing personal with anybody in this room. It's personal with me and me. Like I said, efforts between me and me. The guy in the mirror. Because I'm thinking the way I work, the way I grind, that's what I always hang my hat on. My name's got to get called, right? Someone's going to depend on me. Out of 10 guys, I got to at least have one, right? And just because your name didn't get called, that doesn't mean that people don't think you're accountable. I gave 2 names, and I gave 2 names for a reason, all right? If I'd have gave everybody 5 names, everybody's name would have gotten called. This was supposed to be personal. This is supposed to wake somebody up in this room today, all right? Everything we've done to this point, all right, is to teach you some things. You're a different man now. You're thinking differently now. What will you do with your new wisdom? What will you do with your new knowledge? I'm excited about this spring. I'm excited about this team, what we can accomplish. But we got to go do it now. There's no more talk. I'm done talking. Pick up the rackets. It's time to keep working. It's time to do something special. I want each person in here, between y'all, to just, each person come up here, share their thoughts on what you want to accomplish this year, what your focus wants to be during this little downtime, and where we need to be at when we come up. So Stu, you start off with us. And I'm going to let y'all finish off. I have to get back to work, but I want y'all to finish this off. All right?
Thanks,
I'll be able to watch the video. But honestly, man, it's not about the coaches. It's not about me. It's not about Rod. It's not about Coach G. This is y'all's team, man. Until y'all take over, until y'all grab it by the throat, grab it by the horns, whatever you want to call it, we can't accomplish what y'all want to accomplish. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what he says. It matters what y'all are about. What kind of fight y'all have, what kind of spirit y'all have, what kind of will y'all have, what kind of tenacity y'all have, what kind of effort y'all give. Consistency or inconsistency. So I want y'all to share all those things so that we're locked in, we're ready going into the off season, so when we come back, we're ready to roll. Appreciate y'all's time, man.
Thanks, Coach.
For your efforts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, man. I'm gonna wear it well, rep it well. Now I got something to wear when I come watch y'all kick ass this sprint.
Roll Tide.
Y'all take care. Get it right, Stu.
So, looking forward to right now and this, off time, and then through next year, like the goals and stuff. Right now, I think it's probably one of the most important times. We can go home, we can slack off, we can do whatever, or we can really get better each and every day. And that's where accountability is going to come in the most, because we're all going to be home by ourselves. And some of us, a lot of y'all are from Atlanta, and you can get together and hit with each other and stuff. But for instance, me, I'm going to be in Texas. No one's close, so it's really up to me. Like, what am I going to do each day to get better? And then for the season, it's being here as the fourth season. Experienced a lot of results, wins, losses, and that's not really what's going to bug me about this year. Whether we have the wins or the losses, it's whether or not I'm going to be regretting anything. A day that I could have done this to get better, and that's going to influence my result in the season. So really, it's just I don't want to regret anything. I want to have the best time, and I want to be able to enjoy each and every day of the season with each and every one of you. So that's my goal.
Yeah, I have to say that it's not, I don't think it's the most important time of the year. It definitely is. And because you can take it both ways. All the work we put in the fall, you can either slack off and it all goes, it's just worthless. And that's just pointless for us to go back home and just do absolutely nothing and put tennis aside and come back and have 2 weeks before matches. And I've been on the team for my third year now, and I've seen both sides of it. People will go home and don't do anything, and come back, nothing's there, and they're having to make up constantly throughout the season. So for me, this is individually, this is my favorite time. You get to go home, you're done with school, you get to work on things. It's so close, you can feel it this season when you come back, so you're just itching to get back, and you get to work hard, and no stress with school. You get to see your friends, so it's a fun time. It's a fun time, it's a good time to get better, and I think we all need to focus on that, and it needs to be our main mentality. Tennis should be your number one thing. There shouldn't be anything in your way there stopping you. And that's definitely should be the main focus, is how we're going to improve, how we're going to build this team up to be really good when we get back. Because it's only 2 weeks and we're playing. So, and as our coach, I think we're heading in the right direction. I think everyone's doing well. I think we've come together as a team better than, this is the best I've seen it as a team I've been on. And so I feel like as that keeps improving, we have goals that we want to reach. I've been here and I'm sick and tired of being around, I don't want to say just numbers, 25, 30 in the country. It fucking pisses me off. And I want to be able to host NCAAs. I want to be able to play, well, not in Athens, but play in Athens. And I think we can do that.
Coming in?
Waco.
I know, Waco, but I want to host NCAAs. And so, I mean, I know we can do it, and I think that should be our team goal. And it's not just the results. There's going to be tough matches. We could shoot up, have a big win, go back. That doesn't matter. But as long as we keep coming together and we put in the effort and hold everybody accountable, it's going to come. And it will. So
Thank you.
we got to stay in touch with each other. Make sure everybody's working over the break.
That's what Brittany's for.
I'd have to agree with
That's what Brady's for.
Groovy.
So that's what our Brittany is for.
I'd have to agree with Beck. It's definitely, this all time is the most important time of the season. I think I said it a few days ago when a few of us went to that optional workout with Ben. This is the time we really create a separation between ourselves and the average teams. This is what we need to do. We need to be putting the work in. We need to decide how good we want to be. And we've already put a ton of work in this fall, even this summer for most of us. But that could easily go all to waste if we just slack off and we become content with where we're at today. Or, yeah, like where we're at right now in this meeting. Are we going to go home with these notes and look over them and realize I'm going to get this down to a T. Hockey's not going to have to tell me this crap anymore. Are you going to take what George and Ryler give to you in your meetings? Are you guys going to nitpick two things every time you go to practice and not leave the court till you master those things? That's what you need to focus on. We need to make strides every day. I mean, it's going to that like Beck. You got to get into the fall with those two futures, but are you gonna be content with that? Or are you gonna keep working? Like Langford, you're finally healthy. Are you gonna be content with that? Or are you just gonna be itching to get after it every day? I mean, I'm more pumped than ever. I think we got a good excitement. And as far as my goals, like, I want us competing harder than anyone in the country, anyone that we play. I think it's doable. I feel like with that, the results will take care of themselves. I think we got a group of highly competitive guys in here. We got two, counting Danny, I think, great coaches that we have everything we need. We compete as hard as we can. We use all the resources, use everything we've got. I think we have a hell of a shot to do well this year.
Just to relay off what they said, I completely agree. I think this is like the first time in the whole year that everyone's been healthy on the team, like just about. And I mean, it's a damn good feeling. I get to hit with everybody on the team now, Corey, Langford, Danny. I mean, it's a great feeling. And like, I was thinking about this last night actually, and I was just like, we have such potential this year to be like a very, very good team. And like, I mean, last year when we lost to South Carolina at Vandy, I kind of just like thought to myself, I was just like, what could I have done like to give our team the best chance to win this, And I mean, how did I perform, not on the court like during matches, but in practice, Did I strive for excellence every single day? And I think that's just like a big part of this. I mean, going home, it's great to see the family. Like, trust me, I can't wait to spend time with my mom and dad. But at the same time, it's about just creating a mindset for all of us. And I mean, we know how good we can be, and we know how average we could be. And it's just a very fine line where we have to just make the decision subconsciously. We just have to make the decision that we can be better. We can be better than what we've been, and we can, we'll just see how good we can be.
Goal?
What was your
What
goal?
was the goal?
Season goal?
My season goal.
Yeah, like, there were two parts. There's one was you talked about the break, and then do you have a season goal, or was that your statement there? We know how good we can be, we know how average we can be.
My season goal is to be relevant. Just sick of being mediocre, like, to be honest. I want to be relevant, I want to be known, I want to be feared. Not like me, but like as a team collectively. Like, I want us to walk on the court and just be like, we're Bama, like, fuck off, losers. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, like everyone said, I'm obviously a freshman, so I don't really know how, like, this off-season, like, I feel like everyone just has to own, like, what they want to do with their tennis, and I know I'm going to put in the work, and I'm really excited because I'm finally healthy. I'm excited to get back home and train like I used to. and I feel like everyone just has to like find a couple of things like George and Ryler gave us for our plan and stuff, and try to own your whole plan and come back and just feel as good as ever. And I feel like the goal after the season is to be known as one of the like team of fire. I want our opponents to feel us on the court and just want to be in every match. Just like we have to just like own what we have to do and just perfect it. That's what I think.
Like the team of fire.
PK Fire.
So my goal for the break is just to kind of use the 24-hour game plan and just make sure every day I've got a goal to whatever it may be, even if it's a day off, like I'll work on fitness or other stuff like that, just to make sure that every single day I have something mapped out to where I can get better. Because we only have 1 month until the season starts, and once it starts, like, it's too late. There's no looking back. We got to be ready to go for 4 straight months as soon as our first match against Stanford and UAB. And my goal for the season would just be for just the camaraderie to just be at an all-time high, just to be able to tell like whoever 6 are out there and whoever 4 are on the sideline, just to tell that we're all enjoying it, and people to know that like they're together, they're a family, and every single person is just as dialed into the next match, whether you're playing or not, and just to all do it together and enjoy it, win or lose.
Well, now that I'm healthy, my goal of the break is obviously to stay healthy and make up for everything that I haven't been able to do here, which is train my ass off, basically. Like everyone said, break is a time that separates like teams from the good teams from the great teams. Depends on what you're gonna do over break. Depends on how you look at it. And so for me, and I know most of you have said all this already, is I'm gonna, like I said, train my ass off and get ready for the spring, because it's game time then. And as for the season, I haven't been on this team previously, but what everyone said is that this is a team with very great potential. So I want to be the best we can be, and I want an SEC title, national title.
Well, overall, I think we've all had a pretty good fall so far. Definitely satisfied with how it went, work-wise, effort-wise. My goal for break is to, I'm gonna play tennis, or practice, stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna take some time off. Everyone has obviously their own ways. They know their body the best. They know what makes them play the best, and I think that's something I know about myself. I'm not gonna force anything, but I will have the mindset and get mentally ready for the season. I think that's the biggest thing. And then my goal for the season is that I want us to be a team that's known for, not having any fear. Like, we're there, we're gonna come after you, we're gonna battle you every point, regardless score, regardless of ranking. I think just presence is another big thing that we need to work on, and we have done better at that, but I want it to show in the season, so yeah.
I'm basically the same as Langford and Danny a little bit. I can't wait to train because I haven't been able to do so all fall. I don't think it's a question whether the team has talent. We can all play with anyone. It's just a matter of what are we going to do over break, or what are we going to do when we get back? Are we going to be disciplined? Like for me, I'm going to try to stay in the routine of working out like every morning, like go back and sleep later, but just working hard. And then goal for the season is more just like believing we can beat every team, like be that sleeper team, because no one really thinks of us right now as we're going to be the top of the SEC. And I think we can. It's just a matter of putting every match together and competing together every day on the court. Practice, match, doesn't matter. So.
Samba.
Go Sam.
I think over break, we all just really need to put in the work and grind and work on specific stuff like, I was thinking what George told me, I want to take notes on what I do every day and like what I can improve on. So I'm not just going through the motions, and I think that preparation gives you confidence, so everyone prepares their best, and even when we're out there at the beginning of January, whoever's out there playing just knows they'd already put in the work beforehand, so you already have an edge on your opponent because you're just feeling good. And I think I just want to be, I don't want to be at like the bottom of the pit of the SEC, like grinding to get into that first round of the SEC tournament. I just want to be like known and like be at the top of the pack this year. So yeah.
There we go. Riley, where are we going?
We're not going. I think you guys know our goals. I mean, our goals, we put the creed together, Ryler and I did, and you can jump in wherever you want, but we agree with everything that you say. I mean, I wouldn't work here if I didn't want that every day. I wanted it after the first team that I coached here 3 years ago. I wanted it out of last year. I want the same out of this year. I want to be relevant. I'm sick of being the 25 to 30 team for sure. I've known along the way that you have to, Coach Saban told me the first time I met him, you have to keep moving the chains. That's all I want to do. I want to keep moving the chains. I want to be the best fucking competitors. I love what you say, Hayes. 6 guys on court and 4 guys off court. Everyone's dialed in. I think that's really important. I think the mindset for you, Nico, and for everyone else is going to be, everyone's going to be different. You know, for the guys who, I thought the fall was a great finish because I'm really thankful that 3 guys were hurt, because I think when you guys came back, I think that helped everyone, you know, and where we need you maybe earlier in the season in our tournaments, and we didn't have that chance because we had you know, we had guys on the shelf. You came back and that really gave a boost to everyone else. So I think you know, the mindset over break, you just have to keep going. I love, Becker, what you said about the excitement. There is no school. It's holiday time. It's a fun time. You just get to kind of wake up and do what you're here for, and that's to play and to get better. And you brought up South Carolina last year, and I don't ever want to have another talk in a stairwell where we didn't know that we all gave it our all. I remember I've had 2 stairwell talks now the last 2 years. Our first stairwell was after a rough loss, but I think we all did what we could do. I think last year, collectively as a whole team at that time, I think last year, I don't think we did. And I would give my life savings, my house, whatever. I know that you guys have it all in you to give it everything. There's not a doubt in my mind. I think there's an opportunity for some doubt to creep in when we have guys here that are trying to come in January. And sure, we pushed to get guys here in January, and they didn't come, so no big deal. That doesn't mean that we are no worse. You know, that doesn't mean anything. I have the same confidence, and I think Ryler does too. I know he does, that you guys are awesome. I'm glad that we're all going in. You know, we got 10 strong Americans, you know, and just 10 strong, competitive guys, you know, top to bottom. Whether you've been here for 4 years or this is your first year, I am extremely confident and so pumped for the season to get here. So that's kind of my deal. Thanks. We have a few more meetings to finish up. We've got Becker, we've got Sean, Nico, and that's it. So
Langford.
Let's do it.
And like that.
Langford's trying to get my head nod the whole time.